Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim aṣhṭadhāyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanu, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. So we take up our reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 7th Adhyaya, Dnyaan Vidyaan Yoga. And today we will read the 4th Shloka. Now in this Dnyaan Vidyaan Yoga, Sri Krishna is going to tell us the practicality of what he has so far taught us through all the previous adhyayas, chapters, and especially the previous chapter of Dhyana Yoga on meditation. And meditation on whom? Meditation on Lord himself, sitting in our hearts. He is advising us, he is teaching us, he is telling us to meditate upon the Lord, sitting in the heart with full concentration. Don't allow the mind to go external to the external objects, but rather put the mind on the Lord sitting inside, and you will experience the absolute bliss that has been declared in the yogic scriptures. So that is the reason why Sri Krishna told us to meditate upon the Lord. And simply getting that knowledge, simply getting that jnana is not sufficient. We have to experience it. The students, they have to put it to practice to have that realization of the bliss that Sri Krishna has been taught us, has talked to us about. The third shloka that we read in our previous reading, Sri Krishna said it is not an easy task. People may try. And then he had told us that Manushyanam sahastreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. Among the thousands of people who take up this path of yoga, of the meditation, kaschid, a very few, maybe one among them finds some success, not full. And yatatam api siddhanam kanchin mam vetti tattvataha. And among all these striving ones, among these thousands of yogis who have attained a little bit, yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. Hardly one person, hardly one aspirant, hardly one person, he succeeds in knowing me fully. Attempts so many do, but one among the many, one among the thousands, get to some success of, he may at least focus his mind on the Lord dwelling in heart to some extent. Among such aspirants, among such yogis, among such strivers after the realization, hardly one will get to realize my true nature. Who am I? That is, who is Lord? Who is Krishna? And now, in the fourth shloka that we are going to read today, Sri Krishna is telling us, why is it important to know Sri Krishna? Why is it important to know the Lord, who is the sum total of this entire universe? From this Lord, from this divine being, the whole external universe has been projected. So Sri Krishna tells us, bhūmir-āpo nalo vāyuḥ khaṁ mano buddhir ahankāra itīyaṁ bhinnā prakṛitir aṣhṭadhā. Whatever you experience in the external world, bhūmi is earth, the solid material. Āpo, water. Anala is fire. Vāyuḥ, khaṁ. Vāyuḥ is air, and khaṁ is ether, the space. These are the 5 basic principles which constitute the entire universe. The earth, the water, the fire, then vāyuḥ, the wind, the air, and khaṁ, space. All these 5 basic elements constitute the external universe. And then mano buddhi evacha, also the mind, intellect, and ahankāra, egoism. So these 5 external, these 3 internal. Itīyaṁ bhinnā prakriti aṣhṭadhā. These are the 8 elements into which my prakriti, my nature is divided into. Whatever you see outside and whatever is there inside, which allows you to perceive the external, everything is just the manifestation of my prakriti. It is the manifestation of my real nature. Now Sri Krishna is telling us the secret of why one should meditate on the Divine Lord. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intellect, and egoism. Thus is my prakriti divided eightfold. Aṣhṭadhā. The prakriti is divided eightfold through these 8 elements. The 5 external and 3 internal. An element is defined in one way by the modern science and in quite another way by the Indian systems of philosophy. When we talk of an element as such in science or in chemistry, their interpretation is something different from what the Indian system of philosophies they have declared the definition of such an element. Now, according to the latter, according to Indian systems of philosophy, the 5 senses of perception are the means to take cognizance of these external elements. According to Indian system of philosophies, these 5 external elements, they constitute the universe. The earth, water, fire, air, and the occupying space. In these 5 elements is the entire universe, entire creation existing. Just in these 5 elements. And these 5 elements, they are perceived through the 3 faculties that Sri Krishna has told us. The mind, mano, buddhi, ahankāra. The mind, the intellect, and the egoism. the I consciousness. These are the three things through which we perceive these external elements, and thus we cognize all the external creation of the Lord. And Sri Krishna says, these eight are nothing but they are eightfold divisions of my Prakriti. My Prakriti is divided into these eight, the five external and three internal. Among the five external, again, the four we can actually see. Earth we can see, water we can see, fire we can see, air we can perceive at least. Air we cannot see, but we can perceive. If there is a strong wind, we can feel, yes, there is some movement of air. There is one element, space, which we have to just understand it. Because everything is existing in that element of space, the aṣhṭadhā, the ether, what the modern scientists name that fifth principle to be, khaṁ. The ear perceives the sound which is characteristic of ether or akasha. The sound is a manifestation of akasha, which is perceived by ear. The skin all over the body is endowed with the sense to touch, which is peculiar to air. The eye cognizes form revealed by light or fire. Likewise, all these individual sense organs that have been given to us, they are aiding us in perceiving these external faculties, external elements in this entire creation. The five instruments of knowledge are thus recognized as revealers of five elements of which the world is constituted. Now, these are the only instruments through which we perceive this external world. External world, which is a manifestation, which is a composition of earth, water, fire, air, and space. Then, the faculty of feeling is designated in the mind. That is where we start understanding, we start feeling the things. The intellect is a distinguisher between the good from the bad, the agreeable from the disagreeable. That which creates the sense of agency is egoism. When we say, I can see that beautiful thing, I am feeling very hot, I am feeling very cold, I am feeling very happy, that I is the egotism. I am seeing good or bad, that the distinction between good and bad is the property of intellect. And all other tricks are being played by the mind. So these three internal faculties, mind, intellect, and the egotism, as well as the five external, Sri Krishna says, these are nothing but the divisions of my own Prakriti, my own quality, my own real nature, which is projected in this universe. The individuality of one is based on the peculiarities of these three internal organs. So, five external elements and three internal organs, they constitute our understanding of this entire creation, of whatever is happening around us. These are the eight basic things. And Sri Krishna says that my Prakriti is divided in these eight, nothing more, nothing less. Now what has happened? The Sankhya philosophers, they have further bifurcated these eight into 24 cosmic principles. That is a different thing, but these are the basic eight things through which we get our understanding of the universe, we get our understanding of this creation, we also get understanding of the Lord and His creation. So Sri Krishna says that all this is nothing but my Prakriti. And therefore, try to focus on me. You know me and you know everything. You know me, you know everything with your three internal faculties through these five external elements that are that are responsible for creation of this entire universe. So the eightfold Prakriti mentioned is nothing but the Lord's own manifestation of Lord's Prakriti, of Lord's true nature through these 8 items for that matter. So that was Sri Krishna is now slowly telling us why we have to meditate upon the Lord, why we have to meditate upon the divine principle to gain that liberation which is our ultimate goal of all the human beings. With that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.